Is it plugged in?
Yeah. It's on.
Hello? I think you guys can hear me. Just checking everything. Hi to all of you lovely people. Just getting the last minute set up. Today has been a chaotic day for me. Hopefully your day is going better. All right, so hello. Hi, my name's Elena, and I'm enchanted to have you be here. Welcome to my kitchen, where it's kind of not a mess on this side. So for today, it has been voted by you, my wonderful Instagram followers, and I'm making Indian chicken curry. Now, this isn't an exact recipe for Indian chicken curry. This is kind of my interpretation of it, or an inspiration of chicken curry, but to be honest, it tastes pretty close to Indian chicken curry. So first off, I'm going to start off with setting some water to boil so I can cook the garbanzo beans, and I'm using a medium-sized pot. I'm going to fill it up about halfway, and I'm going to use about 1 cup of garbanzo beans. I have been requested to be a little bit more specific with my measurings and servings, so I'm going to do my best. So this will be set to boil, and I have my beans here. I need a little sieve, so I'll be right back. Okay, got that. And I'm going to do 1 cup. So this is half a cup and another cup. One has escaped. I grabbed that. Okay, I'm going to rinse these to get rid of some of the starch. Okay, let it drain just a little bit so I don't make a mess, and I'm going to dump it right into the pot so it all starts boiling together. I would normally have it soak overnight or something along those lines. Let me pull my pants up at the same time. But unfortunately, I didn't have any, and I had to run to the grocery store today to get them. So chaotic day. Definitely chaotic day. I'm going to add some salt just to salt the water, raise the temperature of the water a little bit, and cover them up so to speed up the boiling. So I already have basmati rice done. It's just warmed in the cooker right now, and it's just chilling over there until I'm ready to plate it. And I have dough for the naan bread already mixed. That way you don't hear the mixer going on in the background, and it's not incredibly annoying. So the dough is already mixed. The dough is very simple. It's just water and flour until you get a doughy mixture pretty much. My husband, whenever he's ready, he's going to come up and help me roll it out and cut them into pieces while I'm doing the other stuff. So on to the next. I'm going to take half an onion, and this is a yellow sweet onion. I'm going to chop it. This time I will be leaving the tail on there so I can mince it a little smaller. I have a little trash pile right here. Now I already used half of this onion for breakfast today. We made scrambled eggs and mushrooms and mozzarella cheese, and it was divine. So I'm going to use the other half for dinner. So I'm going to be not mincing it super fine because I don't mind the texture of the onion, but if you want it to be minced super fine, go for it. So about like a large mince, a small cube. Don't know how to explain this in the proper cooking terms. If anybody does, let me know. Just cutting things up. Boom. Okay, I'm going to take the butter, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons, just like that, into this pot. I'll use you later. Where can I put you? That works. I'm going to set this pot on, almost high, but not exactly high. Toss in the butter and toss in the onion. I'm gonna go right in there. And so will this. Let it caramelize and get a nice color. Oh. Alrighty. I'm actually going to use this spoon. So, because I'm using curry and turmeric, it stains like an orangey color. I would recommend that you avoid using any utensils that will stain and like make things ugly. So my pretty utensils over there are completely avoided when I cook curry, so it's wooden spoons. I have found my owl, by the way. Oh gosh. It's under a couple dishes. There. Okay. On to the next stuff. I'm going to take garlic, 3 cloves, and it's going to get slammed, smacked, and minced. It's just like that. Don't cut yourself. Be very careful. Then I'm just going to rock the knife back and forth and cutting it very finely, gathering it up together. Just chopping things. Now, I'd like to know regarding the sound, because I can move the thing closer to me, but it'll be in frame. Do you guys care if it's going to be in frame, but you'll hear me a little bit better? Or would you rather it be out of frame and, well, like it's been? So let me know. That seems to be quite fine enough. Scoop it up and toss it right into the pan. Okay. This is boiling quite nicely. Just going to give it a little stir so they don't stick to each other. I'm going to let it keep going. All right, on to the next mission. This is a fresh turmeric, not sure how to pronounce it, but this is a fresh turmeric root, and I'm just going to take the skin off of it, peel it kind of like a potato. I was looking for fresh curry leaves, but I could not find any. So I'll make do with the dry ones that I have already. Oh, it smells so good. Kind of looks like a carrot. It's such a pretty orange color. Oh, the fresh turmeric smell. It's incredible. Yummy. I'm hungry. I'm ready. I'm ready for this dinner. Alrighty, nice and clean. I'm still going to give it a little rinse. Water was pretty hot. And my handy dandy sauce blender. So for now, it's just going to chill in here until I cut up the chicken. So I have my chicken cutting thing and my chicken. Okay, the onions are caramelizing quite nicely. I'm going to reduce the heat to about medium. Let them finish getting their color. I'm actually going to move this out of the way. Plop that down. And let's get to the chicken. So I'm using just one chicken breast. Chicken breast. I'm using just one fairly large chicken breast, and I'm going to cut it into cubes very finely. And whenever I have these like really fatty pieces, they're Missy's treats. So she's been a little bit of a brat today. She tore off the door frame at our entrance door because we went to the grocery store without her. So I'm thinking of getting a crate and training her with a crate because I like the door frames on our doors. Okay, cutting off some of the fatty pieces. Gonna make sure the cubes are fairly even, so I'm just going through them. Trimming them a little bit more fatty pieces come off. Issy, come here. Good girl. Good job. You get a show as well. That's all I got for you. That's it. She's also a butter thief. She stole butter again. And we leave it like far into the counter. And we like it like on toast and that type of stuff. Hi, hon. You ready to help?
No, just ready to eat.
You're just ready to eat. So this is my husband, Roman. Everybody say hi. He's going to be the muscle and help me make the naan bread. Well, not only the muscle, but also it's very time sensitive, I suppose. If it wasn't for me making a YouTube video, I would do this myself sometimes, and sometimes he helps me and that type of thing. But because I try to get this in a reasonable, manageable amount of time for you to watch, he's going to help me out. Right, Beba?
It's delicious.
It's delicious. Yes, it is. Okay, move that aside. You can move that out of the way. I think you'll need the flour. Just grab the whole thing. The whole family's here for dinner this time. Okay, so the chicken is going to go right into the pot with the onions. I'm going to throw it into the sink. Give it a good stir. And then I'm going to add some curry. We like it really curry, but you have to be careful. If you have curry that's a slightly darker color, it could be a little bit bitter. So first kind of like, I don't know, have experience with the smell of curry, I suppose, or try to get fresher curry. That way it won't have that bitter aftertaste. So right now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon. What? Yeah. And mix it around. Also going to cover it. Oh, front size. Cover it and lower the heat just a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to move you in frame. And then you get an apron too.
I don't think it fits.
Perfect. There we go. My wonderful helper. Quality entertainment right here, people.
I'm glad I can amuse you.
Always. All right, back to the blender mixing. I'm going to toss in 2 more cloves of garlic. And I'm going to add tomatoes. Now, these tomatoes, I want them to be like firm and fairly fresh. Because if they're the super soft ones, they're kind of going to be too watery. So I don't know the brand or whatever. I'm just looking for the firmness of the tomatoes. And don't worry, I will warn you again when I use the blender, so if you're using headphones or anything like that, you won't go deaf. Okay, I'm going to start off with that. So the turmeric is in there. It's about like 1 finger thick and long. And all of this is going to be blended. Are you looking for the stick for me to beat you? Okay, guys, 3, 2, 1, lots of noise. Noise is done. Add a little bit of vodka, you got a Bloody Mary. Toss in the other 2 tomato and a half, 2 tomatoes. Ooh. Okay, toss that in. And a little bit more noise. So the chicken right now looks like this, and it smells amazing. So with it still being on low heat, I'm going to take all of that and dump it right in. I'm still going to say this, put it aside, because the garbanzo beans are going to be blended in as well. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and cover it. Oh, wrong size. Again, back up. All right, now I'm going to check the softness of the garbanzo bean. Oh, hi Jenny. Yes, it's in the title. We're making Indian curry. Hello and welcome. I'm glad you're here. All right, so the garbanzo beans need a little bit more boiling. You ready for me for the little patties? I think that would be good. So I'm going to switch the burner. This will go onto the smaller one. Again, still on a fairly low temperature. And then this one will go on the bigger one. And it's going to go on high temp. And I'm going to add a tablespoon, half a tablespoon of butter. Okay. Wait for it to melt and get all bubbly, and then I'm going to start cooking the naan bread. So I first wanted him to come into frame with the apron on, and he refused. So I got to use you guys to my advantage and yank it on him. So he's not able to protest. Hi. All right, the butter is nice and bubbly. I'm gonna add in the bread. I'm gonna turn up the heat for the curry. It's not bubbling enough. Then I'm going to take another half of a teaspoon of butter and put it on top of the bread so that we can get both sides nice and puffy and crunchy. So the naan bread is going to end up having a lot of butter, and it's going to be delicious and amazing. All right, then I have another clove of garlic. Going to mince it fairly fine. You doing good?
Making it thinner.
Okay. Now, the benefit of me doing this live is that it's all legit. This is so, this is how we make dinner sometimes. Sometimes he helps. Jenny compliments your apron.
Oh, you like it?
So if I mess up, if things aren't looking that great, then, well, that's how dinner is. If you saw last week's video of me trying to flip the vegetables and I made a complete mess. So, quality entertainment right here, everybody. So I have 1 clove of garlic, fairly finely minced. Gonna put it in a little dish right here. Add a teaspoon of butter into that. Lots of butter over here. Ah. You flipping it for me? And it's gonna go in the microwave for about 15 seconds so it melts and kind of cooks it a little bit. I'm going to start with 10 seconds. I would have wanted to go boom. Okay, so the curry's cooking. The beans might be almost done. I'm going to give it another check. Yep, perfect. So they are done. I'm just going to dump them out behind you, babe. Oh, thank you for sharing. And dumping out the garbanzo beans. Well, the water from the garbanzo beans. I just added some cold water and rinsed them off a little bit. There we go. Now these are going to go right into the blender. Not all of them might fit at once, so I'm going to see how much fits. There's a little bit of water, that's okay. But I'm going to do about half of it. No, it's good. So this is the first naan. Ta-da! It didn't burn, yay. Got a little bit of color on this side, a little bit of color on that side. So just a couple seconds until you start seeing the little spots. And it smells so good. So, little tip. Where is my brush? Lots of smoke going on in the kitchen. So the microwave butter with a little bit of garlic, and you just take it and brush it on top. Yes, yes, more butter, but it has garlic. And it is just divine. Boom. So that's going to be aside while the other ones cook. Do you need it over here? You're good? Okay. I was just going to hang out over here until the next ones cook. All right, so onto the garbanzo beans. I'm going to add a little bit of milk to it. One to help cool it down, and one because I'm adding cream to the whole curry thing all together. So let me get a measuring spoon just in case. Oh. So this is 1 tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons. Okay. Hi. Glad you're able to join. And this is going to be blended up on the blender. So 3, 2, 1, lots of noise. Now we have kind of like hummus. Hi, Kiki. I'm glad you made it. Whoa. Made a little bit of noise over here. And this is going to go right into the pot of curry. This will help thicken everything up and make it so creamy and juicy and delicious. Izzy, move your butt. Whoa. I'm going to have to kick you out a little bit out of the way. Okay, everything's going to get nice and mixed. Now the rest of the beans are going to go in here. There we go. Oh, one escaped. That's okay. My puppy will get it. That's the benefit of having a dog. It's like a vacuum cleaner. And she eats everything. And I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 more tablespoons of creamer. Where's the top for it? That should be fairly sufficient. And where is my cup? Measuring cup. I would say about a 1/4 cup of water. So I have a 1/2 cup measuring and I filled it up halfway, so 1/4 cup. All right, back on and back to blending. How are you doing, babe? Yay. Nice and blended. And this is going to go back into the pot of curry. Hi. That should be good. I'm going to turn this one off. I took it off the heat because it should be fairly done. Oh no. Let me grab this thing over here. So I didn't melt my counter. This counter is supposed to have like heat resistance, but I just don't know to which extent. This is what it looks like now. So I'm just mixing in the chickpeas. It does smell so good right now, Kiki. It smells like curry and butter and garlic. Oh, amazing. Yes, Jenny, come on over for dinner. All of you guys are invited. I'm pretty much cooking for you. All right, so we have this texture going on right now. I'm going to give it a taste and see if it needs any salt or any pepper. Needs more curry and needs more salt. May I have the curry and salt, pretty please? Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. So for curry, where did I leave my spoon? Is it over there? Thank you, my dear. I first added 1 teaspoon of it. I'm going to add 1 more. Bit of a heaping teaspoon. And salt, I'm just kind of gonna go like that. Now, we have a salt like grinder that's meant to be for rock salt, but the regular like already ground salt was on sale, and well, I can't pass up the sale, so that's what's in our salt shaker now. It's extra fine salt at this point. All right, mixing everything in. Oh, it looks so good. You can see like the steam rising from it. If only you can smell it. It just smells amazing. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so this is done. It's just gonna be hanging out over here. I'm gonna toss that into the sink. And I'm gonna grab our dishes. So I'm taking out the pretty dishes that we have because the other ones are in the dishwasher tonight on our counter. A little bit. I'm going to fill this up with rice, and I'm going to do a plating technique. I think it's called the curry dam, where you put rice all to one side and curry on the other side, and you kind of do it in half. So I'm going to give that a go. Give it a try. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Can you grab a couple green onion? Please, pretty please. All right, we got the rice on one side. And I'm kind of like plating it and squishing it over to the side. Ah, don't fail me now. Stay. Okay, this curry is not very runny. It has a lot of body to it, so it'll be like a really good like cold weather dish as well. Just gonna plate that in there. Plop that in there. Doing my best with plating over here. All right, so this is what the naan bread looks like. Garlicky and buttery. I might not share with him. Are you mincing it? Oh, perfect. So we got the little boats in here, and now he's cutting up some of the spring onions, green onions, however you call it, and we're just going to sprinkle it on top to give it that like perfect picture-esque moment. Everything's off okay. All set? a little bit of sprinkle to give it some green color. And voila. Here is the finished dish. Let me know if you guys do try this recipe or something similar. And I'm going to grab a spoon. And give this a taste. So, you want to try? No? Okay, fine. Be that way. A little bit of curry, a little bit of rice. And I'm going to grab a little bite of the bread. I know like the proper technique is to kind of like grab it all together, but I'm not going to have that. Okay, the bread is perfect. That's it. That's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go enjoy my dinner, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.